I don't know why it hasn't started yet. Did I not? It says it's going live. Oh, that is so weird. Okay, so now I think we're live now. But it took a while. Okay. I think you guys can hear me. Let's just do a quick audio check. I think we're live now. Yeah, we're good. All right. Let's take down the starting soon. Okay, cool. What is up, guys? Welcome to part 2. I decided I want to do this more than watch NFL football, so here we are. So last time, which was just 2 hours ago, I think, we were doing high score stuff. So if I go to the high scores, we fixed an issue where these non-overall pages were ordered by the skill and not the EXP. I'm actually going to compare that to OpenRC's high scores to make sure that's right. Wow, 123 players on preservation. Congratulations. Good for them. Let's see. So if I go like ranged, it seems to be ordering them by EXP and not by level. Yeah, definitely ordering them by EXP, which makes sense. So that's what we did basically, except for overall we're not ordering them by EXP. We're just ordering them by overall, which is what OpenRC is doing. Okay, cool. So that's great. Next thing I want to do is kind of work on the styling of this page. First thing I'd say is I bet OpenRC's high scores are just rounding them up. Maybe they're rounding them down. I think we would want to round it so that like 0.25 gets rounded down and 0.5 gets rounded up. So let's start with that. Oh, and we should definitely use commas and such. So let's see. Let's see. So let's start with the high scores page. It should be the same code. Yep. So we've got the high score table. And so we've got this convert XP thing, which just divides by 4. Let's just say math.round, and let's see how that affects things. So the first record here on overall should be the same, and then the second one should be 848. Okay, yeah, that's working now. So it's rounding down if it's less than 0.5, and it's rounding up otherwise. That seems to work. Now, I need to add commas here. So let's see. How would we comma-ize a number? Oops, that was definitely bad. It says to use 2 locale string. Let's try that. Okay, that looks way better already. Okay, that's great. Next thing would be let's see. Just the overall styling of this, it just kind of looks bad. I think we want it to look very similar to the game accounts table. So let's see if we can reuse some of those styles and create a reusable styles, I don't know, component, sub-component. So let's look at game accounts table. Let's start by using these things. So let's change this to table container. Actually, we can just update all of them, I think. Account table. Tablet desktop body tags. Where is that being used? You don't have any accounts right now. We don't need that. Okay, are we using this? Oh, this is not even being used. What was mobile help text? I wonder what the original purpose of that was. If it's not being used, we can just remove it. I think it's just account table container and account table that applies. Oh my god, I just realized this huge typo. Desktop, not desktop. Alright. Okay, now we can say add all imports. I'm just curious if this is gonna make things look significantly better or if there's other stuff I'm missing. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It could use a few changes. I guess, I wonder, because like this table doesn't need to be this wide. So that makes me think maybe we don't need is wide here. Is wide, that option basically makes it 1200 pixels instead of 800. So I mean, this still seems usable. Oh, something else I want to do is remove any characters with no XP. Or like the baseline XP. So like if I go to the magic page, it's showing like 100 characters with 0 XP, but that doesn't make sense for high scores. So I think we should remove baseline XP. Why is it still 1200 pixels? Oh, because I only changed the overall page, that's why. Yeah, I don't know if we need all 1200 pixels for this. Do we? Something I like to look into is changing this to a single page experience. So like, instead of attack having its own page, it would just be one page, and so when you click attack, it's not linking you to a different page. It's actually just changing the state of the table. The problem with that is you can't like deep link to the attack page, so you can't like link to it, you know? Maybe if I add like a query string or something, like skill equals attack, and then I read that, and then based on that I change the appearance of the page. is this table now taller than the other one? Oh, this says top padding. Why does it have top padding? That makes no sense. I think it's a default MUI thing. Yeah, okay. So, oops. This is the table container. Okay, so like, first of all, that looks good. So what we could do is we could say, maybe it's here. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so problem with that is that now the game accounts page is gonna look all out of whack. Yeah, there's not enough space. So yeah, I think, okay. So these aren't that similar. Like, we don't have to reuse it. Let's just go to high scores table and go to create a new style page for it, or style file for it. And let's just change this to high scores table container and high scores table. We can copy some imports. Just remove this margin top. Interesting. So I don't think we even want this yet because we haven't really decided on how we want the mobile experience to look. So let's count that up for now. Is it not seeing them? Oh, wait. Okay, this is just table. I don't see why I can't see it from here. It's actually just really good. Let's see. I guess I gotta do it myself. Okay. Why can't you not? What? I don't get it. Property children does not exist on type high scores table props. What? Oh, because it's named this. Duh. Okay. It's a naming conflict. Sheesh. How about style table? For now. I hate that naming, but whatever. Okay, this looks better. Let's go back. Okay. Yeah, this is looking more normal now. Alright, other pages are still broken. I think I want to go for this single page experience. I don't know if it's going to be the right solution. I think it worked better. Maybe. So I think I'm going to create a new page. Test. New file, index.csx. And then I'm just going to copy most of this. And so the high score type is probably going to start as overall when they come here. But I think we could accept a query string of, let's see. Something like this. I think we want use rep. I think it's query. And then console.log. Allow state of table to change using query string. Is what I'm hoping for. So let's see if this logs correctly. First of all, I have to go there. Okay, nothing now. Question mark. Skill equals attack. Okay. Cool. So if query, then I guess we could also do this here, where I say query question mark dot skill. Query question mark dot skill. Otherwise overall. String is not assignable to type record. High score type. Don't I have like a title case? Or did I do that in another project? I'm probably thinking of something I did in another project. I guess we could check if it's like a type of that. Is it type of is equal to high score type? Maybe I always forget how to do this type checking stuff. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh, man. I remember this now. There's like a workaround to make sure that a string is a certain type. So it's suggesting that we create a function which just says, is it that X is Okay, I'm trying to think of how we would do this in our project. So this is what we wanted to do, something like this. So I don't even know where to start with this. Like, seriously. So the list of things that it could be, so like this is, so like query.skill is my fruit. That's what that is. That's exactly what that is. So that maps, but then I don't understand, so then if is high score type, I guess, my fruit, then success, right? So, working backwards, const. Oh my god, I hate this tab situation. I don't know how. Now it's. Wait. That's 4. I have no idea what just happened. What is going on? Why is it... Okay, VS Code, you're drunk. Officially. I don't know. It's saying that the tab amount is 2 spaces, but it's tabbing by 4. Doesn't make any sense to me. What the hell? Oh, here it works. But here it doesn't work. Apparently there's some... I don't know what the hell this is. But it's driving me nuts. Here it works. Here it doesn't. It must be some weird glitch. Who cares? It's annoying me. Who cares? Const is high score type equals x any. X is high score type. Something dot includes x. Now we have to define something, right? So I have no idea. We have to put something in here. I have no idea what this needs to be. Oh, I get it. So it's basically saying, instead of having all these here, have these be an array. This is gonna be annoying. Almost done. So basically what we're doing is we're putting all the allowed values into an array, and then we're saying the type uses that. So like high score types, right? Cannot. No. I don't see why it's saying cannot redeclare blocked scoped variable query. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's definitely something you can do. Use router and then pull query from that. I don't get why it's complaining. This makes like no sense to me unless I'm. No, brackets is only for state. I don't know. That's something to look into later. Okay. High score types not includes. Come on. VS Code is so slow today. Okay. Query skill. If is high score type query skill success. I guess we want to say, I don't know. I guess we could comment this out and say, is high score type query skill? If so, use query skill, otherwise use whatever the hell I was trying to do. Okay. That seems to work. Maybe? Okay. Okay, so I think we're doing that right. Interestingly, the query issue magically disappeared. Well, couldn't we just use this instead of any? Argument of type is not assignable to parameter. Okay. So even if I use string, it wouldn't work. Okay, so we have to use any. See, I hate solutions that force you to use any. That's annoying. I don't like that. Definitely shouldn't be drinking coffee after 3 p.m. Oh well. I wonder if they provided a non-any solution. No, not any solution. Okay. So we're just gonna add this to the list of any's that we have to fix later. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so first of all, I think this should be wherever high score type is defined or something like that. It's like data though, it's not like a type. So it doesn't make sense to be under global types. Models. No. You know, I think we're missing a major part of this, and that is, it says type is type of the data. So maybe it does make sense to put it into global types. Where the hell was that? High score type. And then this is how you do this, apparently. Why is it number? That part I don't understand. Wouldn't it be a string? Why? What the hell? Oh, I think it's number because it's an array. So it's like array 0 or something. I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm hoping I don't have to have this here and I could just import it. Okay, so we're basically saying if there's a skill in the query, so like if someone does skill equals attack, it has to be uppercase A, then interesting. Is it not? Oh wait, did we not export it? not really sure if this should be here because it's not a type. I don't know. It's a list of type. It's used with a type. Okay. So, is it loading now? Okay. We want to say uppercase attack. It won't work. Okay. What if we put uppercase strength? Okay, it's just not doing attack because I had typed in lowercase a attack, so it's automatically changing it to that, even though that's not what I want. I think I just need to select the right option in the address bar. There we go. Okay. So, let's see, the query is coming in correctly. Let's just log the query.skill to make sure that's working. Yes, it's coming in as attack. Okay, cool. So, this is the wrong browser. Here we go. Nope, that's still wrong. Oh, it changed positions for no reason. I love when it does that. Let's just remove this. So we can remove this now. Put that there. And then move this above. This would be queried question mark dot skill, otherwise there's going to be an issue. So I don't know why we need this as a different line. Okay, down. Seems to be working. Let's go to test. But without a clear string. Okay. So, let's see if this works now. So if I put an attack, it should say attack high scores or defense or something. Okay. That seems to be working. That's great. It is still a different... It's still a page load, I think, because there's a query string, but what's important is that this is really only so that we can deep link to, like, a certain high score page. So then I still have to build the actual code for this, so I think we want to take a version of the high scores menu just for now. High scores button menu. Okay, so how I see this working is it's a list of buttons where each one it needs a prop like on click or something. Button on click or something. I don't know. So all of these would be buttons now. Like material buttons, I guess, or I'm not sure I guess I don't want them to appear like an actual button. I guess we could use button for material UI and then just say variant equals text. And there's no href. On click, button click, like that. But we're gonna need to know what they clicked on. So high score type. So then we're gonna have to say, okay. I forget how you do this. Let's see. Is it just like this? Score type like that. Here we go. Here's an example. Okay. Yeah, that's how you do that. Okay, so this is saying that once they click overall, we're gonna run some method, but pass the word overall, so we know what we're clicking on. I'm actually not even sure if this one-page approach is really gonna work. I just think it makes more sense, maybe. But it might totally backfire and be like a waste of time. So we'll see. Let's try this. I guess I could just copy both and then use the Windows clipboard thing. This is faster. Definitely faster. There we go. Thank God for this Windows clipboard, right? Amazing feature to be able to just access the last, 20 things you copied. Okay, so now everything's a button that runs some kind of function. So let's update text to use high score is a button value, and then we'll say click. High scores, menu button, click. So when they click on the button, we need to set the high scores. So I don't know if this is gonna work, because we'd be calling. Maybe it will. Let's see. If we change this to a let, and then say high scores is now use high scores with this high score type, which is actually named horribly because it's the same as the high score type. I don't know. You can't call a custom hook outside of a component, or you can only call it from a component. That's right. Oh, yikes! So you can call hooks from other custom hooks, but you can't do it like this. But I mean, we'd have to do it in a function like that. Unless, could we maybe send onClick to like set the current high score type or something like that? Like make it state, and then when they click on a button, they change the state, and then we need another use effect, like based on high score type, like when that changes. Basically, anytime that changes, like rerun high scores. I wonder if we're gonna have an issue here. Wait, I think a component re-renders automatically when the state changes. So then it's gonna rerun this. So then I wonder if we can make this into state. And its default value is this. So its default value is good. And then we don't need this to be a let anymore. And then when they click on the button, it sets the high score type to the new one. works though, because now it's a set state kind of thing. No, this should work. Okay, so hopefully when they click on one of these buttons, it's gonna change the state of this, and then this whole component's gonna re-render, because React components usually re-render completely, which means all this code gets run again. So then it comes here and it runs this again with a new one, and then it updates it. I guess we'll see if that's how it's working. Okay. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. In fact, it's not even working with the query string. Okay, so even though I'm passing skill equals defense, it's not getting it. Okay, so let's do this. Console dialog. Let's also take over this. Okay, so it's getting defense as the query skill, and then it's getting is score type true. So then, why the hell is it not setting it to defense? This makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is it's initially undefined and then it's setting it, but it's not re-updating it or something. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but his type is defense, but high score type is overall. Makes no fucking sense. I can't make any sense out of that. Initially it is overall, but then it changes to defense. I think it's actually supposed to work like that. It'll only use it on the first render, okay. Re-renders, the useState function does not change the state. I see, okay, we can use a use effect. Ha! I think I was actually thinking of implementing this, I just didn't. I'm not sure if this would be the same thing. This seems kind of janky. So based on the query, when that changes, then that makes more sense, I think. I mean, this isn't gonna work anyway. So I think it would make more sense to just put that to overall by default. Oops, no, that's what I wanted to get rid of. Okay, let's remove some of these console logs. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, now it's defense. Now if I change this to mining, oops. Okay, it is a page load, but I like it because we can deep link. So now let's go back to this page, and let's click on hits. That's not working. Okay. So when we click on it, it's supposed to run the state setter, but pass the high score type for wait a second. It's just using the same value we just gave it. That's why nothing's happening. I think this can't be this. I think it has to be this. Same reason that this can't be just high score type, because you'll just see like overall 16 times. I'm so smart, guys. Let's be honest. I'm really smart. It's fun to figure things out sometimes. Yeah, we just have to manually put this in because basically we're just giving it whatever high score type it was given, so nothing's happening. Okay. So maybe that works better now. Attack high scores. Defense high scores. Strength high scores. Hits high scores. See, this seems a lot smoother to me, rather than having to wait for the page to reload. Ooh, magic is showing twice. Why is that? Why is it showing twice? Oh, wait. Whoa, this is weird. Okay, magic. I think this is supposed to be cooking. Wait, okay. Something was weird there, definitely. Okay. Magic, cooking, woodcut, fishing, fire making, crafting, smithing. Oh, this is all broken though. It's not like ordering correctly. That is interesting. Attack. Yeah, these aren't... What the hell? Let's go to the old attack page. That's working, but this one isn't. What the hell? Okay, that's probably a bug. By the way, I need to make a note here. Okay, so something's definitely wrong here because it's not ordering by EXP anymore. Overall is still ordering correctly by overall, but here it's not working. What's weird is it's using the same hook. Let me just pin this and close others. So if we go like high score / attack, it's using the same hook. Don't need this anymore. I don't think. No. Do console log on this. Monitor rendered. High scores is now. Let's see. High score type is now high score type, and then high scores is now high scores. I wonder if we load it via the deep linking, does it just work? No. Okay, it's broken. It's ordering it by attack XP. What? Yeah, it's seeing that PTR has the most attack XP, so it's just showing him at the top, and it's showing that order. I think it's confused about what it's supposed to be showing. But it says high score type is mining. Also, it's weird because there's a space after the mining. Why is there a space after the word mining? High score type is now mining space. What? I must have messed something up here. Wait, is there a space in... Okay, hold on. Is there... God dang it. Keep opening my work browser. Let's log. Just put the word test after it. Let's not do it that way though. So it doesn't have a space here, but it does have a space here. What the hell? I didn't add a space anywhere. I'm so confused. What if we try to trim it? Okay, it's not. It doesn't have a space after it. For some reason, console log is saying it has a space after it. It doesn't. So we can ignore that. There's no space there. It's a normal space. Like, I don't get it. Whatever. So the problem is, the high score type is mining, but it's giving me the attack high scores. Why is that? That makes no sense. Let's see. I wonder if this has something to do with it. What if we just said... something like this. Do I have to do this? I assume I have to. No, it's still giving me attack high scores. Okay. So we can undo this because that had nothing to do with it. Why are you giving me attack high scores? I didn't ask for attack high scores. Okay. scores type is mining. With 2 spaces. I don't get these spaces. Okay, so when it re-renders, then it fixes itself. But if you load it, then it's wrong. I am so confused. It's not even the attack high scores though, because it's not even ordered by that. It's the overall. I'm so confused. Why are there so many spaces? I am so confused by these spaces. Because now there's a space between is and mining, but I'm not adding a space. There's no space. And if I trim it, it doesn't fix it. There's like weird issues with spaces and console logs now. And it does not make any sense. If we just put test. Oh, I forgot that. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I forgot that when you when you put a comma in a console log, it automatically adds a space, I think. Yes, it does. Okay, that's why. I forgot about that. So yeah, but the high scores type is definitely mining. And it should be that. And it's giving me something else. You know what? I think initially it's overall, and so then it returns overall. And this no longer works. I think it's giving me overall because it doesn't see the query yet. But yeah, this definitely doesn't work anymore. Why is that? So I didn't save this, that's why. Okay, so it's out of order. It's out of order because it's giving me the order based on overall. So what doesn't make sense is when we set the high score type, when the query changes to mining, it's supposed to set well, okay, maybe one thing at a time. So, query string is mining. It's still showing the overall order, though. It's showing players in order of overall because it starts as overall. So like early on it makes sense. This makes sense because high scores type is now overall. It's showing overall. Eventually it changes to mining when Next.js sees that there's a query string. So now it's mining. So now what I don't get is when high score type changes to mining, it's supposed to rerun. It's supposed to rerun this line with the latest high score type, which is mining. Like when the component re-renders, because high score type changes, it's supposed to rerun all of this, but it's still the same. So use high scores. High score type is mining. So the custom hook sees that it's mining. So why would it return the wrong results? High score type is not overall. Let's console log this. Field name is mining XP. Wow, that runs 386 times. That's messed up. But it's mining XP. Oh, this is programmed to only run once. So I think it's not even doing this now. Okay, so sorted, high scores, and use effect. So it says sorted high scores and use effect. And it runs that once. No, it runs that twice? But then it's before that it says that skill total. So I think the issue is, oh, we got to the end of this playlist. Let's play something else that's tame. There we go. I think the issue is we need to run this again if high score type changes. So let's say high score type. Now I don't know if we still need this. We can, yeah, this is fine. Oh, but now it's gonna, yeah, this is just, no, let's just keep that. So when the high score type changes, we want this to rerun. So that gives us the latest sorted results. That's correct, I think. If this is actually working, I'm going to be so happy, because that was tough. I think it's working. I think this is a much better experience than having all these different pages, don't you guys? because when you click one of these before, you had to like watch the page reload. You would lose your scroll position. You would be back up here. This makes so much more sense to me. Wow, absolute no. Great job on getting to 43 fishing. Fire making. This seems to work well. I'm not seeing any issues right now. Okay. Yeah, this guy's a weird... We have a different ticket for this, so we don't have to fix this now, but it's just a weird case where he has that, like, large XP amount, but still 10 HP. Okay, so this looks to be working, which is awesome. So now we have one page. We can deep link to it. Like as I click around, this query string is going to be invalid, right? It's not going to actually be accurate. But if I type it in again, then I get the absolute. Right? I get the fishing high scores, and they're sorted correctly. It looks like. So the next thing I'd like to do is not show anyone... Well, hold on. We've got this new page. It's working great. I think we can do away with the old pages. I don't know if I want to delete them right now, though. I'm just going to put a folder called old. I'm going to put the original file here, and I'm gonna say put all these other folders here. Maybe don't ask me again. What? That was weird. Alright. Old. Alright. So then we got test, right? So under high scores we have old and we have test. So now I'm going to move this up to the top layer. And we're going to remove test. And we're going to hope that it works the same without... Okay, overall works, attack, defense, strength, hits. Man, I wish I had time to play. I've been loving the alpha. In fact, I had a goal to get to 60 ranged, 40 defense, and get a rune med and rune chain. So do all the quests and, you know, train on lessers, but I don't even have the time for that. Also, it's like, I really shouldn't be grinding anyway. It's an alpha, it's going to be deleted. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But I'm just having fun. Anyway, I'm happy that this is working now, and we can still say !skill equals fire making. And it takes you directly to the fire making high scores. From here, you can see you're on the fire making page. You can go to fishing, etc., etc. And then if you press enter, it just takes you back to fire making. That's totally fine. Next thing I want to do is update the query a little bit. So right now we've got query high scores. Let's look at this. So it's this long query that just takes the EXP, the stat, takes it all together, and returns it. Now we're just gonna say, we could say like, don't return records that have 0 XP, so I don't know how we do that though. Because this is like by skill. I think we need to do this filter somewhere else, like maybe here. So like filter high score row. Wait. This. So only return if, I guess like, so if high score type is equal to hits, then return if it's greater than 1,000, then return it. Otherwise, return. Oh, I think I need to do this in a switch, like a big switch. Maybe not. High score row, high score type, XP. Is greater than 0. Something like this. I don't think TypeScript's gonna like this. Also need to accommodate for high score, like overall, so let's type equals overall. And we want to do something else. I don't know what we want to do. Maybe just return the row itself. Something like that. See, now we're having indexing issues again. Yeah, so what I could do here is I could say, just put a switch statement. It's just not, it's just going to be a lot of code, so I don't really like it. But we can say case overall. Return high score row. Case hits. Return high score row. Case attack. But now here we have to do it like for every single thing of like, oh oops, I did this wrong, hold on. So high score row down attack XP greater than 0. Now high score row, what is this? This is a high score data row. I think we could do the same thing we had up here. This might be smarter. Let's try this. Default. Okay, so we can get rid of this now. And we're just going to return this here. So we have to do something like this. I think it's like this, and then if that's greater than 0, does this just work without the type? Let me see if this makes sense. So, based on high score type, if it's not overall hits, it's like attack, defense, mining, something like that. So, if high score type, like woodcut, lowercase, XP, that as one of these. So take the value of that and see if that's greater than 0. So, yeah, it's just going to say, okay, attack XP, let me just zoom in here, make sure I know what I'm doing here. So it's going to say, okay, yeah, it's attack XP, and because we're indexing, it's just going to grab the value. So it might be like 4,000 or something. So we're just going to make sure that that's greater than 0, but we have to divide by 4. Because if we look at the hits XP in the table, let's look at PTR rates. Hits XP. So these are all times 4. So, I mean, I guess if their XP was like 4, then that'd be 12. Or if their XP was 50, then that'd be 12 in the game. So, let's see. 1 XP times 4. I think it's okay, because if the game sets any value here other than 0, it means they got some XP. So I think we're okay. Omit high scores with experience, with baseline experience. This is always going to be 4,000 for new accounts. Let me just get some noob account. Like this, maybe that one. What's one that I've used? Maybe this guy. Yes. So there's going to be 4,000 by default for new accounts. So this is actually a bad check. Because even for level 3s that have no hits experience above the baseline, it's still going to return true. So I think we need this. Meanwhile, I think this is okay because it's going to be 0. Let me show you this other page. All these are going to be 0 unless they actually train it at least once, so we're fine there, I think. Okay. Let's see if that works. It looks like I have a lot of problems here. This doesn't even exist. I don't know what that was. Let's see if that works, though. So, fire making. Okay, perfect. So we're only showing accounts that have some kind of experience. So if we go to overall, it's going to show everybody. That's fine, because we kind of can't... I don't know, we can check if their overall is greater than... Yeah, we should probably check if their overall experience is greater than 4,000. If not, then exclude. So let me look at where we're getting overall XP. Get high score skill XP. So yeah, we should actually... So we calculate overall XP by just adding all these together. Now I'm gonna reuse this probably, but for now I'm just gonna put it here. Return is greater than 4,000. So if we add up all their XPs then, and say if it's greater than 4,000, then it means that they've trained something. Let's see if this works. This still works. Overall, yep, this works. So only showing those that actually have some experience. Interestingly, oh no, Illuminati is here. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that seems to work. Defense. Go to like crafting, there'll be like nobody. Yep. Interestingly, this table is a little bit longer than it needs to be. I think it's just filling that box. So I don't know if I actually care about that for now. This is great. It's only showing players that actually have something above the baseline XP. Okay. So now I'm going to say make a helper for this. Yeah, we're not gonna do a function. It's just this. There we go. So now we can just call that in here. which I guess I conveniently closed. So this needs to be imported. And then close this, close this. Where was I? Here we go. Okay. So, yeah. We're not showing anything that's lower than 1001. Okay, I think we can kill some console logs because we're kind of done fixing that weird issue. Just look for them wherever I might have added them. Yep, look at that. Okay, we can get rid of this. Minimize this. Okay. Okay, so this is looking better already, and it's changing. It's not showing accounts that have 0 XP. It's ordering correctly by EXP. And it's ordering correctly. Yep. Interesting. My prayer level is 0. Wait a second. I know what it is now. I think... Oh my god. I think I know what this is. I think it's showing your... Like, curse stats is showing your actual hits. Like, not your total hits. Let me test this. That would make so much sense. Why Zig kept changing from, like, 23 to 26. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna try to, like... damage myself a little bit. So right now, it says Chartex has 20 hits. So let's say log into him. And we'll just try to damage ourselves against this giant, hopefully not die. But yeah, I have 20 out of 20 hits, so now if I fight this guy for a little bit... Let's just get a little bit more damage going here. Apparently I'm tanking, which is odd. Let's take off some armor. Okay, 15 out of 20. That should be good enough. Okay, so 12 out of 20, right? Let's log out. If this is what's happening, I'm gonna be so... I'm just gonna be so... it's gonna be so funny. Okay, so... Char takes his ID number 1. So let's check his curse stats. That's exactly what's happening. Curse stats is updating to what they're... like... Wait. It's 13. Yeah. So log out. Okay. I need to tell Log about this. This is hilarious. That's so funny. It's showing the current. That is so weird. Okay, well, at least we figured that out. That seems so wrong. So go back to hits. Now it's going to say I'm 13. Which now these are going to be out of order. That is so weird. Okay. Well, at least we figured that out. Let me add that information to the other ticket. But this kind of makes sense because it's cur stats, not like max stats. So maybe I'm using the wrong table. Wait a second. Is there a max stats? There it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I... Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm a massive idiot. Let's find out. Run selection. Yep, that's it. Okay, so that's exactly it. Okay, yeah, never mind. So we're supposed to use max stats, not the cur stats table. So there's two tables in the OpenRC framework. There's cur stats, which is like their current stats. So like if you got debuffed by like Monka Zamrak or KBD or something, like it would cur stats would show your debuffed stat, not your maximum. So we're using the wrong table. So to fix that, it's really easy. My scores. I'm actually just going to search for this across. Now, interestingly, we're creating a cur stats record. We're not creating a max stats record. Oh, we are creating a max stats record. Okay. Never mind. We're good. This is correct. But this needs to come from max stats. Just that simple change should make this appear correctly now. Refresh. Go to hits. Yep, it's showing char takes 20 now. And now we shouldn't have an issue. Yep, perfect. Okay, I'm learning about the different tables. Okay, so we fixed that. That's amazing. I'm glad we fixed that. And now this is still working correctly. So now the next thing we want to do is like make the style changes because this looks kind of bad. First thing would be this text is like left aligned, but its button text isn't, and it's centered aligned. So, let's see what happens if we change this to, like, text align left. It probably only affects this one. Actually, it's not even affecting that. What if we change this to left? Oops, that's not what I meant to. Oh, that's the wrong. Hold on. Text align. Oh, text align is left. Okay. I think the problem is it has extra spacing. Guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. Okay. We are back. Let's see. I think there's another game on now, but I don't need to watch it. It's kind of interesting, but I've seen Casey and Buff before. I think we might have already done this kind of button. Let's see if we have variant text. Okay, we have not done that yet. So, let's go out of here. Where do I want to go? Let's open iScores button view, and we're gonna style this. So let's create a style page file. So styled button from that UI, and then CSS. So first thing would be like text line left. I think it's already doing this. Let's find out. Oh, it's not. Okay, cool. Yep. Text align left, padding 0, margin 0, that kind of thing. Let's just copy a few of these imports. That way I don't have to remember where to import them from. Okay, so I swear we had some kind of like button component already, but I'm probably just wrong. Oh, you know what I'm just forgetting? If we open the theme, we have style overrides for primary, and we have text as well. But then that's only on hover. So I would think this should be colored green. Background color, transparent, that's already transparent, we don't need to do that. There would be no border. We could do this. Text transform, yeah, this is a good CSS to have for the text. Okay, so now we don't need this. I guess we could try like text align left. I don't know if we really need that. I would say padding 0. Maybe. I would try that. Let's try this out temporarily. And hopefully we just, like, these style overrides just work. Awesome. Okay, cool. That's working, although it's still oddly, like, left align center. No, it's left align left. Or text align left. But I think we need to, like, align items. So if we do align items, flex start, or maybe just start. I don't know if it's a flex box. I fixed that. Oh, it's already start. Okay. How do I get this to be like centered then? So it is a flex box. Oh, you know what? I think it's not align items. It's justify. Something like this, except I typed it wrong. God, type it right. Thank you. Okay, that's what we need to do. So it's justify content. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at comments. Okay, there's nothing. Justify content, flex, start, comma. That should look better now, I think. Yes, it looks better. Now we just need to make sure that when we click one of these, we get the same styling. Also, okay. Couple things. What's good is I can just remove this now. We can just remove this part because it's not gonna be rough anymore. Okay, yeah, let's make this text here the same style, but black, I think. So if we go to the code for this, it's just gonna be this. So I think what we need to do is for each one of these, man, I wonder if we should create a new component for this, because we're just duplicating the same logic over and over. Like high scores button menu item or something. I like to go crazy with my components and make way too many. Default as high scores button menu item. High scores button menu item. Create the components. I think this is eventually going to be called menu item, not button menu item, so actually I'm just going to remove this. Because this is eventually going to be called menu, not... In fact, we could just probably... Let's keep that for now. Yeah, let's keep this as button menu for now, and then once we delete the old stuff we don't need, we can just... we can just rename it. So, basically we've got this. Okay. So we're returning this. So okay, we ended up not needing this. High scores menu item. It's right there. Okay, so we need the high score type. And then we need to import the button. Come on, slow. It's so slow sometimes. I opened that context menu way too quickly. Button on click. Whatever this says it is. Yep. And then tricky thing is we can't just use high score type here. Or can we now? No, because it's gonna make every link overall. It's gonna make every link whatever your current high score type is. I don't know if we can make a component for this. I think we can, but maybe like menu label string, and then put menu label here. Like that. Okay, but then this would be props. Like that. And then... Okay, so now we have to expand that. Menu label as score type button on click equals props. Man, this stuff is so slow today. It says it cannot find high score type. It's right here. Okay, menu label should probably be high score type. That way it's working. Okay, this might work. Let's see. Export default, that. And then... See, now this can't be this. Because... This is just, yeah, this is menu label. It should be menu label. Be menu item label. Okay, I hope this is gonna work. We'll find out real quick. The plan was to just render high scores, button menu item. Menu item label is overall at first, for the first one. And then high score type is equal to high score type. And then button on click is button on click. Like that's a complete record. A complete element, sorry. VS Code, you are so drunk today. There's no idea what's going on. Excited for the server. Thanks, man. I'm excited as well. So the plan is that we would just do this like, 15 times or something. And then basically we can style this text in one place and not have to do it 15 times. So first though, we have to obviously comment all this out. And add all the skills. Okay, magic. We're gonna need something more. Also, something I can do is just copy all these. And then go up here. I'm good. Next would be fishing, then fire making, then crafting, then smithing, mining. Cool. Okay, so now, gonna get rid of this temporarily, and then select all of this, and just comment that out temporarily until we make sure this works. So, got a list of menu items. We can comment this out, we can get rid of this. Okay. So, let's make sure everything still works. Hopefully it does. Overall, attack, defense, strength, hits, blah blah blah. Okay. So that works. We can get rid of this. And that's great because now it looks like this. I just need to go here and I can style this one piece of data in one place. So let's say high score, let's see, high score type label or something. No. Menu item, let's say current menu item label. And then this is just a style component. We just put high score type in there. Remove this, and now we add a style for page file. It's getting late. I've been doing this for a while. Styled, that's going to be a span, I guess. Span makes the most sense. I think we have the imports in memory still. Maybe not. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna use most of what I put here already. We want the color to be not green, so let's just remove that. But the font family should be this. The text transform is already correct. Text align is already correct. Padding, there's none. I think we just need it to be the same font. So let's try using this. See if that looks good. Okay, so now the problem is the size is not correct. I don't mind this size though. Let's see what it's computed to be. It doesn't have a computed value. I think we should just say like 16 pixels or something. Let's start with that. And then we can add that here. And now let's look at it. Doesn't seem to be getting applied. Did I not save something? I totally didn't save something. There we go. Okay, now these are all the same style-wise. It seems like there's a little bit more space between the links, though. There must be some extra space here. This is 28 pixels tall, but this one's only 20. Why would it only be 20? This is 28 pixels. It has a line height of 1.75. I think that's it. What if we apply this line height here? Yes. That seems, interestingly, it seems to work. Let's do like, I don't know, line height 2. Can we just put it as an integer? Maybe. Let's just say 1.5 for both. Okay. This might look better now. It does. Yeah, this looks way better. I'm not sure if that's enough space between them. I'm gonna say it's 2 now. Yes, this looks much better. Defense, strength, hits. What a difference, man. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm okay with this white space, I think. I think that's okay. What I don't love is how there's like no space below this, but I mean there's nothing down there yet, so I don't think we need extra space below this if there's nothing to see. So yeah, this is looking a lot better. Let's remove this high score clear string and let's just say go to high scores. It's overall. Okay. Attack, defense, strength, hits, ranged. Man, this is so much smoother to me. I hope that the players also like it. It changes instantly. Check for console errors. Not seeing any. Okay. Next, I don't like how this is centered. I think it should be left aligned. Text aligned right. Yeah, I don't get that. I think it should be left. Although that does make things out of sync now. But what if we went here? And we said all of these are left aligned. Oh, they already are. No, this one's right aligned. Okay, that looks way better. Okay, so I need to go into MUI table cell root and change it to left. Okay. Let's see. Where would that be? High scores table. Oh, I'm specifically saying left or right. What if we just remove that? I don't know why that would be right. I did copy this from the game accounts table, so it might be something worked better over there. Okay, that's correct now. Yeah, this should not be aligned right. Also, I don't get why I would have aligned that right. Like these three right, but not the first one. Makes no sense. Alright, remove that. Oh my god, that's so much better. That's amazing. I love that. Okay. Attack, defense. Yeah, it looks way better. There's still a bit of a jump when you switch from like a page like this or a data. It's one page, so it's like a data set from like this to this. It kind of like skips up, but I think that's okay. for now. Wood cutting, fishing. Yeah. Way better. I'm not even able to tell if this is a different color. I don't even know if it's working. Let's make sure it is. If I change this to magenta on hover. Okay, that does work. Yeah, I think it's just a subtle color difference I'm not seeing on hover. We could try purple, because that's kind of how the menu... Oh no, the menu doesn't work like that, that's right. Okay. Well, let's just change it back to dark green. I think that works well. And we could change this from black to purple, because then that would mirror the nav functionality color scheme, kind of. It's pretty minor, but let's try it. Color purple. Overall, I don't think that communicates it well enough that it's the current page, so I'm gonna actually just not do that. Okay. Wow, what a difference, guys. Okay, so now this looks amazing. The only thing that we haven't done is we haven't fixed the mobile view. So if we go to this ticket, we've done this, we haven't done this, we've done this, we've done this, and we've done this. But let's look at the mobile view. This is probably the last thing we'll do for this ticket. The mobile view looks kind of bad. It's usable, but it's not great. So let's look at how rc.bet does it. Dude, I am so happy for them to have 100 players plus. That's great. It's coming back to where it used to be. Let's see. So I'm going to look at the mobile view, which I think I actually did. Yes. So we showed the high score table above the actual high scores. And they have a paginator, which is kind of smart. We're probably going to need to implement that. But basically, they put the links above the high scores. So we could do that too. I think that kind of works. Because if we get rid of this like link table temporarily, let's see, it's just this. Then on mobile, you can kind of see all the things. And let's go to like overall then. Let's kind of show that link list again, but let's just remove it again temporarily. I think it should be mostly visible, so I think that's a good solution for now. So that's actually really simple to fix, I think, because we just go here and high scores page container. We're gonna say on mobile, flex wrap, but then theme, we have to pull in the theme. Above mobile, don't. I forget what the default value is. Flex wrap. Okay, the default value is no rep. So then, I think we still need this because we need to override this. Okay, refresh. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Now, this doesn't look great because I think these should be centered just for mobile. So, let's say how would I do that? I think you want to go into the flex box. Not this whole thing though. Oh, this isn't a flex box. Okay. This is a unordered list. So how do we make these look better on mobile? What if we said like width 100%? Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh, it does do something. Okay, so then here we want to say text align left or center in this case. Same for all these other ones. Like center. Ooh, that doesn't look good though. Why is that? Oh, I think it's because we need to do justify content. Center here. Okay, so there's a couple things we have to do. For the button, we have to say justify content center. For the list item, we have to say text align center. And then for the UL, we have to say width 100%. So let me do all that. With auto. So that's one thing. And then the list item, we're going to want it to be center on mobile and then on desktop and tablet. We're going to want it to be mobile text align left. And then the third thing we need to do, we need to go to the button item. Let's see. We need to style the button itself. So this we haven't actually done yet. So menu item button. We want to set this to justify content center on mobile. And now we have to tell it to use this. Okay, remove this import. Okay, this is no longer a problem. Okay, so now on mobile we see this. And then they have to scroll down. Defense, strength. I think this works. I'll need to test on an actual mobile device to make sure it's not janky, but it should work. And it's looking good. There's a little bit too much space between the link list and the other thing. And I don't get why. It must be a gap. Yes, gap 60 pixels. So let's find that. So on mobile, this is going to be more like 30. And then above mobile, we can say it's 60. Yeah, this looks way better. Lining, yep. Okay, switch back to the desktop, and okay, still looks good here. There was a weird issue at first when I first took it off, and now I'm not seeing it. So refresh, overall, fishing. Yeah, I'm not seeing that now. Okay, so we're good. Cool. So now we have a mobile experience. This is great. It's not going to be annoying to use on mobile. Now, one thing I'm going to create a ticket for, because I don't really want to do it now, is adding pagination, because eventually, once we go live and after, there's going to be way more than 31 records here. So it's just going to be annoying to have to keep scrolling down, I think. I don't know, or maybe not. Maybe it won't be. Maybe people will prefer that you just keep scrolling and you don't have to click through pages. I'm going to add a ticket that says potentially add pagination. Potentially add pagination to high scores. If the need arises. I'm going to say this is like low. Yeah, let me just link to that, and let's close a lot of tabs so we don't need any more. Okay, keep this open. God, this looks so much better. Like, it's like night and day. Like, look at the original. For just a second. This is what's currently live. It's functional, but it's just not beautiful and it's annoying. And this one's so much better. No page load, it just reloads the data, or changes the current data based on what you click. So, overall attack, defense, strength, hits, ranged, prayer, magic. Okay, we did it. It's done. Basically, for now. Awesome. Okay. There is a little bit more space above this than I'd like. It's not a huge deal. But let's look at this. Gap 30 pixels. Okay, so it's putting the same above and below? Or no? Wait, I think that's a margin. Margin top. Okay, let's find that. This should probably be like 20... 20 on mobile. Yeah, it looks way better. Okay. Cool, dude. It's looking good. I think we're gonna release this. We've created our ticket, right? We haven't. Okay, let's create it. Potentially add pagination. High scores and Infinity Rises. Okay, cool. So I'd like to do this today, but it's been a long day, so we're gonna put that off for another day. Let's look for to-dos. I thought I did this, but I think I did it in a different branch. This is a different ticket. This is a different thing. Okay, cool. And then console logs. Looks good. Okay, cool. Oh, and one big thing we have to do now is remove old. Bye-bye. Continue. Oh, you guys can't even see me. Oh well. The stream is ending soon. As soon as VS Code can delete this folder. While it's doing that, we can also remove high scores menu. Well, let's wait until this is done. Oh, yes. No. Let's try to delete it with Windows. It seems to be unable to do it with VS Code. Okay, pages, high scores, old, and delete it. I forgot, we have to close VS Code first. Try again. Oh my god. It won't let me do it for some reason. Oh, kill the server. There we go. Reopen VS Code. So now nothing should be calling high scores menu. Okay, cool. So we can delete this component. Move to recycle bin. And it can do that. And now we're going to rename this to high scores menu. I guess button menu still kind of works. Just name it high scores menu. Okay. Okay, this looks good now, and now we need to rename this one as well. High scores menu item. It's renaming it. Yes. Okay, so now we have a conflict though, because this is a style component. So we can just say styled high scores menu item. And use that in here. Although I need to check where we're using that, because it doesn't make sense to me why we would have that in the page. Only problem is, where are we using this? We're only using it here. So it shouldn't live in highscores.style, because it used to make sense to live there a long time ago, and now it doesn't. So let's get out of here. And let's put it here. Very top. There we go. Just to refactor a little bit, let's put this into its own file. It's not really necessary, but I want to. Okay. Import this. Okay. So now we've got high scores menu item. I'm just gonna call this style menu item. I guess then we could just call it menu item, because then there's no conflict. Current menu item label. Menu item button. Yep, this looks much better. Okay, cool. So So now, what's going on over here? High scores. Yep, button. Let's search for high scores button menu. Okay, we've still got it in some places. Props. Gotta rename it over here. There we go. Search again. High scores button. Nothing. Good. Okay, cool. So let's see if this still works. Let me also save everything. Okay. Everything is saved. Cool. Seems to still be working the same. Seems like it. And then we can still do like range. We can deep link to something, and then we can open this in mobile. And it looks good. That's great. So if I open overall, yep, I can see everything. Okay. Yeah, that's looking great. Okay, so now we can commit. Let me just look at this diff, or the status, I should say. I don't remember changing this, but I must have had a good reason for it. Game accounts table style. Oh, it wasn't being used. Okay, makes sense. Yep. And then why did I change this? I didn't even change. Oh, I fixed a typo. That's right. It was desktop. Okay, those changes make sense. Okay, all this makes sense. High scores dot styled. Theme. We've got high score menu item as a new component. We've got high scores table dot styled. High scores sort field. And helpers high scores. Yeah, that's about right. It's free to play 79. God, I fixed so many things with high scores in this one. Okay, so first of all, fixed hits table of high scores showing current hits. But it's not just hits. Now I'm matching it to EXP and high scores. Rounded EXP values. Formatted EXP values. So they use commas. God, what else did we do? I feel like we fixed a ton of stuff. Oh, I logged everything in the ticket, that's right. So, order by EXP instead of level. And omitted accounts from high scores that have baseline. And styled high scores pages. I'm forgetting a huge one, which is changed high scores to one page that has its data changed when you click on a menu item, which are now buttons. Style high scores page, and update overview. I think that's everything. We're actually gonna push this and finally be done because I'm so tired. Okay, now what I gotta do is review this massive PR, which is gonna be a chore itself, but it's okay. I'm gonna reorder these a little bit in terms of like massive changes, like order them with massive changes at the start. So let's put this at the start. This is like a massive change. And this is actually in progress now. So what ticket was that? 82. Okay, this is like another huge one. I think the rest of these are kind of huge, except for the style one. So let's put this like second. Okay. Cool. That's a lot of stuff that we did. A lot of good changes. Okay, high scores menu. So we changed things a little bit. Okay. Way less, way more reuse with this option. Let's check if these are all right. Mm-hmm. Looking great. This looks right. Let's take a look at this high scores table. Close others. Style table. Okay, so something I just noticed is we don't need to look for the SX prop because it's not there. So we don't have to exclude that because we're not using it. I think we had to do that for game accounts table because we were using it there. Actually, no, we're not even using it there. So that's wrong too. I think we had an SX prop there at one point, and now we don't. So let me just check I'm not doing this somewhere else. No, even in the mobile view, we're not using that SX prop. Okay. Let's make sure this didn't add a console warning to the game accounts table. Yeah, I don't see that. We're good. Okay. Continue on with the PR review. I need to totally go fix that. Okay. Much better. Get total XP, just adds them all together. Get total XP. Store key. Oh, something I just realized. Let's gotta use high scores. I think. It's just an optimization. This doesn't really change much, but basically this is the same as this, and we can just use that. And it should work the same. Let's make sure it does, but yeah. Yeah. We're good there. And then, let's see, what else? Player 1 and Player 2, this is a lot better code. Omit high score records with baseline experience. Amazing. Max stats, very important change right there. These files were all deleted, we don't need to look at those. Okay. This was good. So when the query changes, we can update the data. We don't need it to be wide. Button and click. Looks good to me. Interesting, this says 100% for both mobile and tablet. Oh, wait. I see. Just for mobile. Okay. Color green. This looks amazing now. So let's save all our changes. We've saved our changes. Let's restart our terminal just so we can get any errors if there are any. We're almost done. Final stretch. I'm gonna say skill equals hits. Cool. Amazing. Let's go ahead and push these changes up. Right. Let's double check we don't have any console warnings on this page. As we click around. Magic. Yep, everything is looking great. Which is kind of great. This one is cut off a little bit, and I don't get why. I'm just now noticing this. I think there's a longer name in this table. Maybe. What is it? The rank isn't changing. It's like the button is changing or something, or the name is changing. The name column. Oddly, it's only the fire making table that has this problem. Oh, it's because the word fire making is so long. Okay. I wonder if we should just change this column heading to skill. Or to level. Or something. I think that makes more sense. What is rc.vet for that? Let's see. Yeah, they just say level. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Mining level with the top fire making level. Yeah, this is so much better. I think that should work in pretty much every situation. I don't know why there would be a situation it wouldn't work. Strength? There we go. Defense. Attack. Okay. Looks good. Glad we made that change. Everything's looking good though. We can just commit this. Changed column heading from, let's see, changed high scores column heading from high score type variable to level APR self-defenses. Okay. Let's refresh. Look at this one more time, just briefly. I've basically seen it already, but let's just see. Okay, level. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I think this is good. So we're ready to push all these PRs. If the Vercel deploy works. Okay. Let's merge this, delete the branch, and then we'll try to deploy these other ones too. Now there's probably going to be a conflict between two of these branches. In this case not, so we're good. I've already reviewed these other PRs earlier in the part 1 stream, so I'm good there. Merge. Okay, awesome. Now let's open Vercel. Should be doing a deployment. Interesting. So Vercel is actually doing a separate deploy for each PR. That makes sense, I guess. I thought it would just do all of them at once in one deploy, but whatever. Okay. to get ready to do my post. One day I'm going to update this forum to not look so old. It's literally the first forum I ever made on the site. I just haven't had the time to work on it. Because only I use it, so it doesn't matter if it's not looking great. Okay, so we updated the high scores, we fixed a data issue. I don't know, we could just put no icon. High scores changes, and 8 times. Or I guess we could just say high scores changes. That's the main thing that's happening. I didn't just submit that, did I? I hope not. Let's go back to the PR. What I can do is I can just copy this UL. I gotta get this working with Markdown one day. For now, it's just like HTML. Li. Some of this I should probably change for the news post, so it's not so developer speak. Style high scores page and updated mobile view. Format EXP values to use commas. So this I'll say I guess what we had before was fine. I don't think we really even need to explain it. I think it's going to be obvious. This fixes an issue with hits, with a hit skill, high scores appearing as current hits. I guess we can just say skill because it's obvious what it affects. that changes. Again, a lot of this is like developer speak. That changes when you click on a menu item. Okay. Additionally, unrelated to high scores, I fixed a bug with time values in dates appearing as negative numbers. Okay. Adding a player feature soon. Okay, so let me just make sure this looks right. Long changes that are made to the high scores. Change high scores. Okay, yeah, I've got a parentheses here that shouldn't be here. And instead of parentheses here, I'm just going to use a comma. Oh, actually, no. Parentheses work better though. Okay, cool. Ordered high scores tables by EXP. Let's say IE 0 or 1000 for hits. And round the XP values. Let's say restyled. Okay. Additionally, we'll just keep this. Okay. And I'm going to choose a hammer here if I have it. Do I not have a hammer? I do not have a hammer icon. I'm going to go get one. And I'm going to take this a step further and make it super big so that it looks good on mobile. I've noticed that some of the icons I've used in the news post don't look good on mobile because they're like 28 pixels or something, and we're stretching them to be full width, which might be a problem in itself. But image, scale image, let me just say 800. None, scale, and then save this as, no, it wouldn't be save as, sorry, close, export as, 1K icons, hammer 1K. Okay. God, I hope I don't lose this text. Oh wow, that looks horrible. What? What happened? I don't get it. Export as... Did I uncheck something? I don't know why that looks so bad. What the heck? I'm so confused. Whatever. It's still obvious it's a hammer, so we'll go with it. Submit. I should probably test this first before I submit that. Looks like the deploy is finished. Let me go to game accounts table, make sure the time is fixed. Yep, it is. That's great. Go to news, make sure those times are fixed. Yep. Looks good to me. I'm noticing it's not showing the time zone, which it used to. I guess that's a new bug now. Okay. High scores. Yep. This looks way better. Everything's ordered correctly. Thank God for that. I think this is correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay, looks good. I think we're good to just send it. We created it. Cool. Okay, one thing I've just noticed is that I need a ellipsis here. Oh wait, I have one. It's just showing on the wrong... Why is it showing on its own line? I don't think the ellipsis should show it on its own line. Maybe the read more should, but not the ellipsis. So let me make a note for that. Copy this. I'd say this is pretty minor, so we're gonna make it low, but I want to make sure I created that. It's definitely gonna be eligible for development soon. Other thing I just noticed is that use posts no longer show time zone. Or wait. Or are they always in your current time zone? I wonder if this would show... I'm not sure if this is a bug. Okay. This is definitely low. Create. Okay. Other than that, it's looking good. So let's click read more. This looks horrible, whatever. Okay, cool. Importantly on mobile as well. It looks good instead of this, which looks blurry. Happy about that. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, so we're just gonna put a post here that says how do you say that? Like a rehaul? What is that term? Received an overhaul. Is that it? Okay, let's copy this. There we go. Remove all embeds. Okay. I think this looks better. It's still kind of like plain. I like it though. It's like definitely better than it used to be. But lots of fixes went into this. Technically, this is more performant than RC vets because there's you have to wait for the page to load. Although it's pretty much instant. Mine might be a little bit faster, but I also have a lot less data, so I like this. It looks so much better than it used to be. There might still be some stuff we can do with it, but for now that's okay. Okay, so we're good to go. That's the stream, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I have not been checking the comments very frequently, but they look good. Nothing since the last one, so have a great night, and I will see you guys soon.